Good morning, good morning. Hey, Hillbilly. Hey, Brandilla. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Everyone waiting for Christmas to arrive? I'm like a big kid when it comes to the holidays. And this holiday season has been really, really busy for so many reasons, right? You guys know that while I was in Houston, I ended up in the ER room, right? Because my back. Baby, I had another whole incident. It's like, when shit starts to happen, I feel like it comes in waves. It's like multiple things happen and then you get a break. Well, the next new event that happened to me, guys, because I've been really, really ghosty, is I suffer from what they call bruxism. Have you guys ever heard of bruxism? Now, I'm very transparent on my show, so I share a lot of stuff because bruxism is exactly aligned for me with the amount of stress and trauma that I deal with in my life quietly, right? So bruxism is the excessive grinding of your teeth, right? I'm going to get into that after. I'm not in the Christmas spirit, but trying to get into it a little bit. I understand that. I'm going to get into bruxism and some other stuff after. All right. So Brandilla, I'm going to explain it to you. It's BRUXISM. Look it up. Look it up. All right. But I'm going to start the day off with some positive vibes. All right. Because it's going to be a good day. Step one. Wake up, but they gonna rise in the sun. Hey. Step two. Get some good, some food in you. Huh? Step three. Think real hard about what you want to be. Step four. Everybody just do your thing. What? Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Ha! Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it, hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Okay, Hillbilly, so we're gonna talk about that. I need to let you know how serious that is. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm not. Hey, Chicago. You always gotta fight, nah,
poison the route. Huh? Head full of flaws, so she come across. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good in my head. When I'm lost. Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time.
That's how you operate a greatness. So flow, you grow,
You show
yourself the foundation.
Stay away from all the shit that causes
temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head
like a narration.
Don't expect greatness to my best, man, I take it.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
Good morning, Johnny.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey! Hey! Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Just do your thing. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So continuing on the conversation that I was having is, I was saying that, this year is ending with a bang for me. I'm still blessed because I'm still alive. I'm still working. I'm still able to pay my rent. But 1 minute it was the ER for my back. The most recent incident is bruxism. Okay. Now I have been diagnosed as a teeth grinder for 10 plus years. I actually have a tooth guard that was custom made for my mouth that I'm supposed to wear every night. Because I think, because I'm acting like the people on 600-Pound Life. Did you do everything you were supposed to do? No, I did not. I did not wear my tooth guard every night as I should. Every night when I'm just chilling on the couch, resting and stuff like that. I did not wear my tooth guard. So let me tell you what bruxism is. Bruxism is the excessive grinding of teeth. There's grinding of teeth, there's levels. Some people grind their teeth and then there's bruxism. Well, I've been diagnosed with bruxism, okay? And this is how my stress and my trauma shows up. Brandilla. Okay, we're going to get into that too. Excessive grinding of the teeth. So let me tell you how I fucked myself up. It's my fault and I'm taking accountability, right? The last week or so, I've been getting extra sensitivity in my teeth. Well, the custom made ones, Hillbilly, you can't spit them out. That's the reason why you get the custom made ones. There's no way in hell she should be able to spit out a custom made. If you buying it over the counter, I can understand that because they're loose. But when they make it to your teeth, it is tight fitting. It feels like it's zipped the fuck on. You literally have to pull it off with your fingers. You cannot flick it off with your tongue. You cannot take it off. You have to actually use your hands to take it off. So there's no excuse. So I have not been wearing my guard every night. And so I was getting this sensitivity in my teeth. Now, I normally suffer from sensitivity. I only can use Sensodyne toothpaste and not all Sensodyne. I can only use Rapid Relief Sensodyne toothpaste. It's weird, I know. Well, I went to the dentist because of the extra sensitivity I was feeling in my teeth at the top. Well, baby, I grind my teeth so hard that I grinded the bone out of my tooth. There was no bone left. You don't realize that the crushing impact your teeth have when they press against each other. And if you're suffering stress, trauma, things that are unresolved that you're pushing to the back of the closet, a lot of times for people that grind their teeth, it shows up that way. And so I literally grinded the clench down that I have in the night when I grind. It's not just a grind. I'm clenching and then grinding. Killed the bone, so they had to pull my tooth. And so I was very emotional in the dentist's office, and they know why I'm emotional because at 57 years old, I'm trying to preserve all of my teeth. So when I lose a tooth at this point, I cry like a baby. I do because I know I am entering this phase in my life where I got to have money in the bank to pay for some good teeth. I don't want to be the person, and I don't want to be the person putting my teeth in the glass. Okay. And so they pulled my tooth, and I was very emotional at the dentist. And they were like, I was like, it's in my smile. Y'all see, I'm not going to smile because it's over here. It's my side tooth, you know? So when I'm around y'all MFs, no more side tooth jokes because my feelings going to be hurt, you know, because people always joke about people missing their side tooth. Well, I'm one of them. I'm missing my side tooth right here. And I'm trying to I'm trying to deal with that on top of the fact that I'm about to leave for Jamaica for my birthday, and it kind of messed up my smile a little bit. And so I feel like I have to be conscious on how I smile. So when I return from Jamaica, they have to do bone grafting and a bridge and all kind of stuff. And I was like, does a bridge got to get taken out and put in the glass on the side of the table? Good morning, Damaris. They were like, no, a bridge is permanent. I was like, okay, because I'm not ready for the glass action yet. I'm never ready for that. But the shit cost $5,000. I'm like, what in the fuck? See, I'm not trying to be funny. See, this is why people be mad at the CEOs of these healthcare companies. I'm not saying do nothing crazy, but this is why people be mad at CEOs, okay? Because we pay all this money for insurance, and I know dental insurance don't cost much, but I don't give a fuck. I feel like some stuff that dental does not cover should be covered under your medical. If I have been diagnosed with a medical condition called bruxism, that is a medical condition. So if I have bruxism and I am grinding my teeth in my sleep and it's affecting the health of my teeth and my gums, why isn't medical picking up what the dental coverage is not picking up? See, that all sound raggedy to me. You cannot. Good morning, I am Jacinta. I'm very confused at how I could be diagnosed with a medical condition, but my medical insurance doesn't cover it. I have to rely on my dental plan, which is shit. That's why people be mad at the CEOs. We work, we pay all this money for insurance, and then when shit happens to you in life, you get told you got to pay $5,000 for a new tooth. What kind of shit is that? Then on top of that, the emergency room in Houston sent me a bill. That one night, sitting in that emergency room for about 2.5 hours, cost me $1,600. Okay. I have to pay them $434. That is my copay. This is why motherfuckers be mad at medical insurance. I ain't been to the emergency room all fucking year. I haven't had any medical things that they had to pay for that was out of the usual. And as soon as I have an emergency, I still got to pay $400. As soon as I go to the dentist for something serious, for a medical, it's not out of the network. I have Aetna, PPP, I don't have all my doctors are in my plan. Okay. Medical insurance is raggedy, and everybody cannot compare. You can have Aetna and I can have Aetna, but it all depends on a contract that your corporation made with that medical company. So somebody else can have Aetna and be like, oh no, Robin, that's covered for me and that's fine and that's all good and dandy. But under my Aetna, it is the fuck? Like, this is why people be mad. There's no fucking way I go to the emergency room and come home with a $400 bill and I'm paying all this medical insurance, right? And I got to pay $5,000 for a tooth. I told my dentist, I said, listen, run this through the insurance company, okay? And let me know what they say. And then I'm going to call Aetna and I'm going to say, okay, I'm having a dental procedure done. But I've been diagnosed with a medical condition called bruxism. I'm not understanding why my medical insurance is not covering the additional dental costs if it's related to a medical condition that I'm diagnosed with. Like, this is why motherfuckers get mad. So I just wanted to vent this morning because it's always some shit. It's like I feel like I pay medical insurance for what? In case I end up in the hospital. And let me tell you something, baby. When I did end up in the hospital, I had hospital bills up my woo ass. Only reason why them hospital bills are not dangling over my head is because I'm in the middle of a malpractice suit and they had to put all those hospital bills on hold. It is so sad. So lo and behold, my tooth is gone. I still have some sensitivity. Oh, I forgot to take my antibiotic. 1 second, y'all. Okay. So he gave me antibiotics. I'm on antibiotics for 7 days. Okay. Enough time because I told this man I'm going to Jamaica. I cannot deal with this in Jamaica. So he made sure that I'm off of antibiotics and time for me to go to Jamaica and drink because right now I cannot drink. Taking an antibiotic. Right, Hillbilly. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying, Hillbilly. You know, Damaris, yes, and I could kick myself because I actually was gonna do HSA and I didn't. I was like, I never have anything that really cost me a lot of money, and here I am. And the medical window is closed. I cannot add HSA right now to my medical plan. So I'm very upset because I would have just, if this would have happened in October, I would have signed up for HSA, easy $5,000 or however the max is, and easily did it that way. But I fucked up. And I don't think I could wait a year to get this tooth done. So I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it until I come back from Jamaica. So that's it and that's all. All right. So I just wanted to share with y'all that this has taught me something, right? You know, a lot of people look at me and they say, Robin, I know you say you go through a lot of stuff. You got a lot of trials and tribulations, but you're always smiling. You're always bubbly. You're always this. You're always that. But that's how my stress shows up. Grinding my teeth, bruxism, to the point where I'm gnawing and grinding the bone out of my teeth. That's the level of stress I am under a lot of times. And it's sad because how do I control that dynamic at this point? I don't know. It's like I I don't know. I don't know. So again, when you have bruxism, they're going to tell you therapy. They also have the sleep centers where people go for sleep apnea. If you have bruxism, your doctor could send you to a sleep center and they could monitor at what point you're grinding your teeth, right? And what's happening. And then what? What they're going to do? Nothing. They're just going to tell you to wear your night guard. So I'm just saying, guys, don't take your levels of stress lightly, because this is exactly when they tell you that stress can impact you not only mentally but physically. This is exactly what they are talking about. Okay, my stress is affecting me physically, even though I think I'm dealing with it and I'm managing it. I'm managing my stress levels. It's impacting me. All right, and so listen, guys, try your best to manage your stress. Seek therapy. If you are grinding your teeth, get a custom fitted guard from your dentist office so that it doesn't fall out of your mouth, so that you cannot flick it out with your tongue. This way, it is locked in, okay? Because Listen, stress will show up on you one way or the other. Okay, Hillbilly. Have a great morning. So, good morning, everyone. Today is December 3rd, 23rd, and Brandilla, baby girl, I am so sorry to hear this news, okay? And I just want to focus on the part where, yes, stress lives in your body. I am the center. I'm trying, girl. I'm really trying. But I don't even know what it is. I am the center. I think it's I think during the summer when I was trying to come up with that money for my malpractice suit and then it got quiet, all of that stressed me, right? Some other things started to stress me. I've been stressed heavily from the spring through the fall. And I'm feeling better now, but I guess those 6 months or more really, I really fucked myself up. And so Brandilla, what's going on? Now I'm so sorry that you and your significant other broke up again. But I want to focus on the last piece of that phrase where you said you hope y'all stay broken up. What does that mean when you say you hope you stay broken up? I need to know what that means, baby. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. I'm being conscious how I talk because I don't want y'all seeing my no tooth on the side. Brandilla, I need you to, before I get into today's message, I want to understand what you mean when you say you hope you guys stay broke up. See, because I feel like we have control over whether we stay broke up or not. You have a level of control in that, right? And so when you say I hope we stay broken up this time, it makes me think that you're unsure of yourself. Let's unpack that. I've been in a toxic relationship, dysfunctional relationship for the last year plus. I'm going to go even further, Brandilla, because you have been on this show since the beginning. So I'm going to go a little bit further. You have been in a toxic relationship, dysfunctional relationship for many years. Okay? Your ex was toxic and dysfunctional, and then you ended up in another toxic and dysfunctional relationship. And I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that I too found myself doing the same thing, hopping from one toxic dysfunctional situation to another toxic dysfunctional situation. And so in this time around, when I entered the dating realm, I entered it different, and it was a challenge for me, and it was hard for me. But one of the things that I enjoyed and am enjoying in my current dating, in my current relationship, but when we were dating, is the fact that it wasn't rushed. The fact that we didn't move fast. The fact that it took us a good 2 years before we even started to define the relationship. Really, right? It was a hard 2 years for me because I never dated anybody like that. I normally date after a couple of months. Once we up each other's butt all the time, we're in a relationship. This time that didn't happen. This time it took a good 1.5, 2 years before it was considered a relationship, like an exclusive, solid relationship, right? And in my 3rd year in this relationship, it's got that flow. It's got that level of comfort. I don't see any dysfunction. I don't see any toxic because we got an opportunity to get to know each other for real. For real. And so when you say you hope y'all stay broken up, what does that mean? You know that magnetic force of that relationship is strong for me. Well, I'm not judging you because Circle Fuck X Ho was that magnetic force for me. And no matter how many times Damaris might have slapped me up against the head, or somebody else might have said stop it, or Nancy bought me a chicken for my Pandora bracelet, it didn't matter what people said to me. I still ended up in that toxic and dysfunctional relationship. And it took for me, Brandilla, like it's going to take for you, to step back and recognize why you keep ending up in these toxic and dysfunctional relationships. I found out my reason. My reason was because I had abandonment issues, right? And I wanted to hold on to people, to people. I wanted people to love me because I felt like growing up, I didn't have that. But what I had to learn was love myself, right? Love myself so hard and so fucking loud that the love oozes from me so other motherfuckers know how to love me, right? And learn my boundaries. And I'm going to tell you no lie, I am having one of the best experiences in this current relationship that I've ever had. And I am not lying. I am not lying. And so I'm thankful that the relationship moved at the pace that it did. So, Brandilla, you have to ask yourself, why is it that you make the statement, you hope we stay broken up this time? Because that's on you, baby girl. Yes, fancy, get to know each other. But see, I had to learn that. And more importantly, I had to love myself hard and loud enough, right? So that I wasn't accepting bullshit. See, that's the problem. Brandilla, see, you are admitting out loud. You said two things. You said, I have been in a toxic, dysfunctional relationship for the past year. And I know you came out of one with the ex. And look what you are saying right now. You're saying, I know I might go back if we talk and decide to give it another try. You sound like me and Circle Fuck X Ho. And the one thing I learned, Brandilla, now this doesn't apply to everything, every situation, but the more you forgive these motherfuckers and the more you keep going back, I feel like the less they respect your boundaries. Right? Because they start to see a pattern that she gonna come back. She gonna come back. She not going nowhere. She gonna come back. All we need to do is talk. And I literally packed my shit and moved out of my house that I co-owned with my partner 3 times. So packing up your shit, moving out means nothing. Packing up your shit and moving out up here is what matters. Not them physical bags and them clothes you throwing in the bags and your favorite chair that you took. Unpack this shit. Stop going back. We have to stop going back to toxic relationships and dysfunctional relationships. We have to love ourselves more. I'm talking to you and me. So if you know it's a trauma bond or a codependency, can you say to yourself, I am purposely not choosing this relationship, and I am purposely choosing to work on myself to figure out why I have this trauma bond or codependency, because that's not healthy. Happy Christmas Eve, Debbie. The soul tie has to be broken. Girl, listen, Brandilla, start traveling with us. I'm telling you. Start traveling with us. Get your mind on other things. Like, I'm trying to head back to Texas in, I don't know, for a hot weekend or something in like February or March, because I want to do the bar crawl. I was calling it bar drawers, but Stacy was like, Robin, it's bar crawl. And Debbie and Fancy already kind of was like, kiss my ass. I'm not doing that bar crawl on the bicycle. I want to do the bicycle bar crawl where like 10 people are on this bar bike and we're pedaling from bar to bar. So I want to do that when I come to Texas the next time. And Fancy basically said, fuck you. And Debbie didn't even respond to it. But Stacy agreed she would do it. And AG said he gonna try to come and he would do it. And so let's make a big thing. Start traveling with us, Brandilla, because this is the purpose of Coffee with Friends, right? I have my stress. I do. And when I take these trips, people think that I just take these trips just because. I take these trips. These things are my therapy, right? This village that we are building here, that we have built, you guys are my support system. Sometimes you don't even realize that. So even just being with you guys a day or two, doing something to preoccupy my time, is therapeutic for me. And it gets me out of my normal day-to-day space, right? And so I do that because I need it. Yeah, Debbie, your silence was real fucking loud. But you know what? You know where I got the idea of the bar crawl from? The 1,000 pound friends. Now I was thinking to myself, me and all my friends together are not 1,000 pounds, right? Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be between all of us, right? We might be about 1,000 pounds. But you know the funny shit is, the 1,000 pound sisters, I'm talking they weigh 300 and some pounds, 400 and some. They were on the bicycles doing the bar crawl. And yet my friends who are not on 600-pound life, who are not being told that they need to get fat loss surgery and they need to have extra skin removed from their ass. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all don't even want to ride the bike. But these 1,000-pound sisters was on the bike. Don't disappoint me, y'all. We ain't got no extra skin hanging from us, stopping us from riding these bikes. Debbie, I'm going to get Debbie and Fancy on them bikes because, listen, Debbie, you know how you want me to travel with you and experience new and beautiful things? You know, you got to jump on board with the beautiful things that I'm trying to experience for all of us too. Okay? All right. I'm just saying. Brandilla said he had the tightest grip on me. I can do nothing without him. I need to know more. Brandilla, you might have to come on camera for this, but let me read the positive thought. I know my book is raggedy. The rest of it is over here. But let me read today's positive thought, and then we're going to get into this, right? I'm pulling that card, Debbie. I'm pulling that card. Shoot. Have the experiences I want to have with me too. Shoot. Because I don't care. If I travel with you somewhere, I'm going to experience what you want to experience. Because that's what we do. All right. Today is December 23rd. Okay, we are in the month of peace. And I hear Brandilla, no, Fancy. See, you being disrespectful, Fancy, right? And what you know what, Fancy? And then you talk about I'm exercising, I'm doing this, and I want my body. This is us exercising and drinking. It just ain't right, y'all. December 23rd. I will know peace when I am Brandilla. I need you to brace yourself. I need you to listen to this message today because you know what? I have not been on because my tooth has been bothering me. I had my tooth pulled and I've been emotional. And so, but I'm on today. God must have said, Raw, get on this show today because Brandilla needed today's message. So I'm going to need you to buckle down, put your ear, okay, in complete standstill mode so you can hear what this message is. This message is for you and for all of us. I will know peace when I am fully present in love in order to experience the full benefits of love. Okay, Brandilla, come to Texas in February or March. I don't know the date yet. I will tell you. I am fully present in love in order to experience the full benefits of love. Let's see what this says. There are many ways to exit a relationship. There are many ways to exit a relationship. You can exit mentally by demonstrating that you are preoccupied by more important thoughts. You can exit emotionally by finding somewhere else to express and experience your passion. Like I said, travel with us, go on the bike crawl, the bar crawl. You can exit physically by finding ways and excuses for not being present, like packing your shit and moving out. Or you can leave spiritually by removing your trust, your respect, your love, your compassion from what you do and what you say. Sometimes we exit a relationship because of unresolved feelings of anger or betrayal stemming from past experiences. More often than not, we exit a relationship because we feel we are not getting the love we need. Unfortunately, we often blame the other person when our desires are not met. We often blame the other person when our desires are not met. In reality, we haven't asked for what we want or need. How often have you honestly expressed to your partner exactly what you want and why you want it? When was the last time you shared with your partner how you will feel when you get the thing you need? How can you expect to get what you want if you don't ask for it? How can you expect to receive the things you say you want if you are not physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually present to receive them? There are some cases when we know without a doubt that the time has come to leave a relationship. Let me read that sentence again. There are some cases when we know without a doubt that the time has come to leave the relationship. This is not the kind of exit we are examining here. We are talking about taking your mind, your body, your heart, or your soul out of where you are being loved because you are not getting what you have not asked for it. Wait, let me read that again. We are talking about taking your mind, your body, your heart, your soul out of where you are being loved because you are not getting what you have not asked for. Okay? This type of exit is not only self-destructive, it is a surefire way to ensure that you never get the very thing you say you want. Could it be that you really don't believe you deserve it? That is a question for your ass, Brandilla. What do you think you deserve? What do you think you deserve? See, that was a big question for me. I had to really sit down and ask myself, what the fuck do I deserve? And I realized that I was accepting way less than what I deserve. And I made a vow to myself, okay, that I was going to get what I deserved. I wasn't going to take anything less. Until today, you may have remained in a relationship that you exited a long time ago. What does that mean? You may have remained in a relationship that you exited a long time ago. See, I didn't understand this when I first read it, but I've had this book for many, many years. But I understand it now. See, I was in a relationship with Circle Fuck X-Ho, but there was the last several years that I really was not there, but I was physically there. Okay? I was physically in the relationship, but I knew mentally I had left the relationship a long time ago. And I was just there because there was a trauma bond, because there was a soul tie, because I was just codependent. I wanted the lifestyle. I wanted what I thought I thought I deserved a certain lifestyle, but at the same time, I was fucking myself up mentally. It wasn't worth it. I had to learn to love myself. I had to learn to look at myself and ask myself, what do I deserve? Just for today, be present enough to ask, for what you want and remain present long enough to receive it. Okay? Today, I am devoted to being fully present, open, and willing to receive the things I say I want in a relationship. Baby, we need to stop. Okay? Stop settling for less than what we deserve. We need to be asking ourselves this question on a regular basis. What do I deserve? Like, I am no longer accepting less than what I deserve because I know for sure. I know for sure what I bring to the table. And I'm not talking money, right? I'm not even talking about domestic duties. I'm talking about my emotional foundation, okay? I'm talking about, how I can feed into another person. The foundation, right? I know I got that. So why am I accepting sandy foundations when I'm coming with concrete? I'm not going to do it. So Brandy, today, there was a reason why I jumped on today. And there's a reason why December 23rd has this message for your ass today. And I know that it's close to Christmas and holidays, especially sometimes, the holidays and the momentum of the holidays and the memories you want to build around the holidays sometimes pushes us back in relationships that we do not need to be in. Okay. And I'm not even talking about significant others. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about all of that. Don't accept less than what the fuck you deserve. Period. That's where I'm at in my life. I don't care who likes me, who doesn't like me, who wants to hang around me, who don't want to hang around me. I only care about my peace and serenity and working on getting every fucking thing I deserve. I don't have time for that other nonsense. I don't. Good morning, Si. I know, Debbie, circle fuck X ho, and it sticks and it rolls off the tongue nicely. And you know what's so crazy? I don't know if he know that's his name, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch my show. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't follow my social media. But I don't know if he know that's his name or not. But if he did know, what he gonna say? That is not appropriate. It is definitely appropriate. Circle, fuck, X, ho. It is all appropriate. Good morning, boo. I needed that message because I just went through that this year. Having to let someone go because I was settling, giving the most and receiving barely anything in return, not accepting less than what I deserve anymore. And baby, listen, Si, that's a whole message from nobody. From anybody. Friends, lovers, family members. See, and a lot of people will look at me and say, oh, she's just being a bitch. Well, whatever. Whatever people want to call me is fine. Whatever makes people feel comfortable is fine. But I'm only worrying about getting what I deserve. Right? And surrounding myself with people that are not just taking from me. Okay? So, Brandilla, this is a message for your ass and a message for anybody else on here that has gone through trying to get away from a relationship where there's a soul tie, there's a codependency. Baby, you got to ask yourself what the fuck you deserve. You do. You do. And sometimes that has to come from trusting yourself. See, for me, I didn't trust myself. So when I entered the dating and I started dating the guy that I'm in a relationship right now with, I was scared. I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust myself that I was choosing wisely. I thought I was choosing another dysfunctional situation, another toxic function situation. And I was scared. And so when people hear me say today that I'm in a relationship, some people are like, is that new? I'm like, no, I've been seeing this guy for 3+ years. But I had to build trust in myself. I had to move cautiously because I needed to make sure that I was getting what I deserve. And I'm getting everything that I deserve currently. And it's amazing. And I love it. And no, I'm not real public with it because I don't want it to mess up. Because, you know, when you start going public with shit and you start putting a bunch of shit out on Facebook, motherfuckers always want to jump in your inbox. Leave me alone. Okay? And so, Brandilla, I hope this message settled with you today. It's something to think about. And I know the holidays are hard in the midst of a breakup. Okay? Let me go up and see what y'all are saying. So, Sai, the holidays, I don't know if the holidays are hard for you too, Sai, but I realized that you were going through that all year. But baby girl, get what you deserve, okay? Brandilla said, I got out and I have me, my daughter, and my future to focus on. Good things are coming for me. Exactly. You have the job offers from the federal federal jobs that you were working on. You know, you're doing things for yourself. Don't let someone distract you and take you off track. Uh-uh. Oh, wait a minute. I might not be doing that bar crawl. Wait a minute. That's okay. I'm a walk from bar to bar. That fucked me up, Debbie. Debbie done sent me the price of the bar crawl to my inbox. How come the bar crawl? Listen, that's why we got to do it in Dominican Republic or someplace else, because that's fucking ridiculous. I thought it was going to be like $100. I start my new job with federal government on December 30th. That's something that I worked toward for years. It's a goal accomplished. I'm thankful. Congratulations. Sai said, and it's not easy to do, but you have to always choose you above anyone else. You do. Unless you want to end up with bruxism like I have. Don't do it. Do not keep settling and putting yourself in situations that are stressful. Right? That brings stress, that brings trauma, because it's hard on the body. I do believe I dread new normals, the bad ones. Probably unresolved grief. I understand, Brandilla. I understand. I do. Like, I feel like I'm really blessed, because when I exited my last relationship 4 years or so ago, a little over 4 years ago, I started to get a little nervous. I was like, it looks like I'm probably going to be alone for the rest of my life. You know, because we do think about that. Let's not even fool ourselves. I'm just saying it out loud. Some of y'all motherfuckers think about it, but y'all might not say it out loud. But I said that to myself. I was like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be a senior citizen without a partner, a companionship or something. And I was afraid that I wasn't going to find anybody. And I was scared to find somebody because my pattern of picking people was so bad. And I always ended up in a toxic, trauma-filled relationship. And I just didn't want that for myself, right? Yes, people wanted to date me, but I had so much trauma that I didn't trust anybody. I didn't. And how this relationship I'm in formulated itself is so interesting, because it is. I felt like it was meant and the timing was right. And I have never been in a relationship where I could be soft. I'm soft in this relationship. And that is an experience I have never, ever had. Or being in a relationship where you're talking and this person is hearing you, but you don't know they're hearing you until they execute on things. And you be like, how'd you know? And they be like, I heard you. You be like, what? Like, you hear me, you see me. I'm soft. And it's an experience I never had before. And so I be scared to share it with y'all. I be scared to share my person with y'all because I'm trying to protect all this peace. I'm enjoying it. All right. And so, Brandilla, you can have that too. You can. But first, you have to work on yourself. Okay. First, you have to work on yourself. You have to first figure out why you keep attracting and gravitating towards toxic relationships. I had to do it. Right. I know, Sai, because I could be hard. I can be hard, but I don't be wanting to be hard. I want to be soft. But like, I've been in so many relationships where I went from cotton to a fucking rock because of the relationship, the type of relationship it was. And I don't want that. And so I'm soft in this relationship and I love it. Okay. And so that message is for everybody on here. I know, Debbie, I wish it too. I wish it too, Debbie, because it's a new experience for me. Sometimes I'm shocked, right? I am. Sometimes I'm really, really shocked. Right? So what else we talking about today? So Brandilla, stay strong, girl, because right now I'm hearing in your words that you might go back to him if a conversation opens up. And that tells me that you're putting the ball in his court. That's what that tells me. You're putting the ball in his court. But you need to put the ball in your court. You do. You need to take the ball back and you need to put it in your court. You have given him a level of control he does not deserve. Yes, I claim it for yourself. Claim it for yourself. You know, I'm not going to lie. The dating pool is based on my friends, the conversations I have with my friends. It sucks out there. It does. But you have to work on yourself first. I'm good to try to date up next time. I love a hood, and that's probably a big part of the problem. Well, I don't know, Brandilla, because I like a little hood too. And my boo is hoodie, but not, you know, and I love that. But you can have a hoodie, classy boo, and it not be toxic. Okay, because I still need a little hood. Like, I still need to know that I can hang at the neighborhood bar with you, or I could go dress up in a tux and a nice dress with you. Like, I still need that mixture. The way I roll, I'm loud, I'm jumpy, I got diverse friends. I don't need a man that's real bougie and don't know how to get down to the hoodie hood. Okay, but someone being sort of hood, that doesn't mean that they're toxic. Because, I got a little hood in me. And I don't think I'm toxic. Okay? Maybe Brandilla don't date for a while. See, I took a year. I didn't mean to date as soon as I started, right? I was single for a year and a half before I started dating the guy that I'm in a relationship with now. I was single a year and a half, but I wasn't looking for anybody. And when I broke up with Circle Fuck X Ho, I was single for 3 years. I was single for 3 years. Okay. In between Circle Fuck X Ho and the ex that I broke up with 4+ years ago. I was single for 3 years. Take the time for yourself. Don't jump from one relationship to another. Now, I'm not telling you can't go out there and smash who you want to smash, but try not to get right into another relationship. Take the time for yourself. Unpack what happened in your last relationship. Work on healing yourself. Figure out the things that you want for yourself. Build your own foundation before you open yourself to somebody else. Okay? My dude is 1,000% East Baltimore hood. They are different. He's one of the rawest people I've ever met. A lot hood, not a little. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Take some time for yourself. Okay. Take some time. I was single a year before this one. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Take your time. Figure out what you're looking for. And make sure the foundation of what you want is there. So are y'all ready for Christmas? I'm such a big kid, y'all. So y'all ready for Christmas? I don't put up a Christmas tree or anything like that. I would love to put up a Christmas tree, but because I'm here by myself, I feel like that's a lot of work for me to just look at it. It is. And I don't really have a place to store my tree. And so no. Mm-mm. So because this is one of the things that I be so excited about, right? So I did like a half partial exchange with my boo yesterday for Christmas because his work schedule is crazy. He works nights, he works days, blah, blah. So he has to work on Christmas, right? And so it's going to kind of mess up our schedule a little bit. And Christmas Eve, I go to my son's house and then I'm going to AG's house after that. And so because of that, he showed up here last night with my Christmas gifts. He asked me if I wanted them. Don't ask me because I'm a big old baby. Bring me my shit. But I didn't have all his gifts. I only had one of his gifts here. The other gifts are coming today. Right? But he was like, I don't care about that. I'm going to bring you your gifts because I don't want to get called into work. Miss Christmas, he worked for, I don't tell y'all his business. He worked for the city. Okay? The state, actually. Worked for the state. And so he came in the door with my Christmas gifts last night. This is what I mean when I say when you're in your soft era in a relationship. He came in here with this big ass box. Now, every year he gets me a gift based on what he hears me say. This year, I couldn't imagine what he was going to get me. He walked in here and baby, I have been wanting a wine fridge for so long because one of the apartments that I had a wine fridge built in the kitchen cabinets. And I just never bought myself one. Like there's certain shit that I just won't buy for myself. And for whatever reason, a wine refrigerator was one of those things. And so he showed up here last night with a beautiful wine fridge. And I'm not talking about no little wine fridge that holds 6 bottles. I'm talking about 14 bottles of wine. Because he know I love wine. And so I have my wine fridge, and then he came in here with like 20 candles from Bath and Body Works because I'm a candle ho. Like I need 150 candles. I burn Bath Body Work candles. I try to burn them. Well, I want to burn them daily. One candle will burn for 3 days. I know that because I'll burn a candle 3 days straight. So I need 100. I need really like 150 to last me the year, right? And so he got me like 20 candles and came in here with my wine fridge. And I'm so glad for that. So beautiful, right? And I'm excited about that. And then he turned around and said, you ain't gonna be here for your birthday. I planned something for your birthday. I said, I'll be back. Plan that shit for when I come back. And so I'm just saying, I'm having a great experience. I am. Okay. Debbie, right? We are. We really are. Right. And so I finally got my fridge, so I'm happy. Okay. And so I'm excited about that. I am. And listen, And when I say get you somebody that respects and honors you, like for me, my birthday is a very serious thing. It really is. It's a serious fucking thing. Okay? And I don't want ever for my man to combine my Christmas with my birthday. Don't fucking do that. That's a quick way to get cussed out. I don't care how close my birthday is to Christmas. You knew 364 days before that this day was coming. Okay? And so be prepared to treat me special on those days separately. Okay? So when I come back from Jamaica, I'm going to be looking for my next surprise. I'm just saying. Right? And so that's the experience I'm having. Sai said I was single over a year, and then this last one wasted a year and a half. So I'm chilling because heartbreak is real. How did they waste a year and a half though, Sai? What made it a waste? Right? Because sometimes we call things a waste, but sometimes, I always say, if you watch my TikTok lives or you hear me on here, I always say trials and tribulations are a blessing and a lesson, right? And so, although our trials and tribulations are oftentimes painful, hurtful, sorrowful, whatever word you want to attach to it, they are our lessons and our blessings. So when we say a person wasted a year and a half of our time, I come up with two things. One, they didn't waste a year and a half of your time by themselves, right? You contributed to that waste of time. Okay? That's number one. Okay? And number two, enter relationships knowing or understanding what it is you deserve. And be strong enough to walk away when it's not there. Right? I'm talking to you and me. Because this is how we turn around and we say, I wasted 2-3 years, or I wasted a year of my time. Yes, you did. They wasted and you wasted. You contributed to that waste of time, because sometimes we just don't know when to walk away. So I said, I take ownership that I should have departed before a year and a half, because I saw it wasn't going anywhere, but I know better now. Blessings and lessons, right? I'm not judging you. I stayed for 8+ years. No, 8+ years longer than I needed to. I was with that man 20 years or more. Actually, more than 20 years I was with him. I stayed 8+ years longer than I needed to. Don't let that be you. Brandilla said, I feel like mine was a waste too, but I learned, so there's that. I think at these ages, we feel like we're short on time. It makes us regretful. I understand. That was my fear. When I came out of my last relationship, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be single. I'm going to be one of those people, them old people that end up in a nursing home because I ain't got a significant other. I'm going to be lonely. I'm not going to have anybody to travel with, right? And so that's why Coffee with Friends was major for me. Even if we don't have a significant other, we don't have to be lonely. This is why building a village of people who care and love for each other is important. Yes, Brand. She called you Brandzilla. I'm fucking dead. Yes, Brandzilla. It's the short on time for me. But why do we say we're short on time? What's the time limit for? What is the time limit for Sai and Brandy? When you say you're short on time, why do you feel you're short on time? What's the clock you're trying to beat? That's what I don't understand. Because for me, I'm not, what am I marching to? Like, what's the time limit we're marching to at this point? Because Brandilla, you're not planning on having any kids. So what's the time period you're marching to? Sai, Brandy, I need to know. Because it's not like we 20s and 30s and planning kids and marriages and this. Well, maybe I'm just assuming that we're not. But I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question. What is the clock that y'all are running to? You realize you may have more days behind you than in front of you. You want to experience love before you die, guarantee. But see, when we say you want to experience love before you die, are you specifically talking about love of a significant other? Because you can experience love from your friends and family members too, right? You know, there's so much pressure put on us to be in relationships. Why is that? Why do we not focus on the love that's poured into us from other people over over the love of focusing on a significant other, if that makes sense? Romantic love. Okay, romantic love. I know. We definitely do have more years behind us than in front of us. I know I do. I don't have another 57 years in front of me. I know that for fuck sure. Sai said, because lately I've seen a lot of young people dying early. Yeah. And I don't mean 20s to 30s. And yes, you can experience love from family and friends, but that isn't romantic love. Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. But first, we have to focus on what we think we deserve so we don't end up in these toxic relationships, right? Or relationships where we're pouring into someone who's not pouring into us. To me, that's still toxic, but okay. Right? What is it we deserve? And be strong enough to walk away when we see that the relationship is not working out. You guys are going to find love. You are. I mean, come on. I know it's hard out there, but you guys will find it. Okay? So we can keep talking on this topic. Side or Brandilla, you could drop your comments there. I wanted to talk about, did y'all hear about the woman that was ignited on fire on the F train at the last stop, Stillwell Avenue, here in New York City? Now, the F train, for those that don't live in New York City, travels through Brooklyn all the way to Coney Island, right? And supposedly, based on yesterday's story, CNN reported, ABC News reported, you could look this up, you could Google this, right? Woman was lit on fire on the F train at Stillwell Avenue, okay? Supposedly, based on the witnesses, traveling around in New York City is so scary right now, right? It really, really is. That's why when folks be like, come to the city, lately I've been like, oh my God. Like, I really don't want to get on these trains. I really, really don't, because this woman was they're assuming that she was sleeping based on the witness, that she was sleeping when this gentleman walked over without words exchanged and just lit her clothes on fire. What the fuck is going on? The woman was literally burning on the train. And people, the people that were on the train, the platform, was just standing there looking, I guess, because they couldn't do shit. The police officer walked past the burning body to go to the radio to make sure emergency services was on their way. And I just sat there and I thought to myself, then there was one passenger fanning the burning woman with a blanket or a jacket or something. And I'm like, motherfucker, you fanning the fire. It's going to spread that way. Not one person thought to throw like something over her and knock her down to the ground and roll her ass around. Not one person. This woman, y'all could Google it. You could look it up. Woman on fire on the F train on Stillwell Avenue, New York City. This woman stood there and was burning, standing up. Nobody knocked her down, rolled her over, nothing. As of yesterday, they still hadn't identified who she was. I'm hoping that when I go back and I read the story, that she has been identified, because baby, that could be somebody's wife. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody. That's somebody's mama. So be careful out there, folks, because I don't know. We're living in angry times. And I don't know what is shifting, but I feel like New York is going back to what it used to be years ago. We used to have a lot of crime here. So when people say, oh my God, this shit is getting ridiculous, this never happened before. Yes, the fuck it did. We just didn't have social media, so we didn't know the fucking shit was happening. This ghetto shit in New York has been happening for many, 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 many years. The trains used to be hella ghetto many, 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 many years ago, and then they got safer, and now they're going back down the tubes again. And I don't know what it is, but be careful out there, y'all. All right, especially around the holiday season. Be careful. Okay, so that's a little tidbit for y'all. New York is dangerous. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, today is December 23rd, and we're ramping up. I'm ramping up for my birthday trip. So from January 1st, and I could cuss Kia out, because the reason why we're going to be in Jamaica on January 1st is because it's Kia's birthday. Kia's birthday is January 1st. She is a New Year's baby. And so when I planned the trip and she said she was going to come, I chose the first so that we could celebrate her birthday there and my birthday there. But fuck it. So we're going to be in Jamaica. Me, Valerie, who's my roommate. Then we got Fancy and Debbie, who are roommates. So it's 4 of us that are going to be in Jamaica from January 1st to January 7th, celebrating my birthday, all right? And so when I say we are going to have a time, okay, here is my itinerary. I don't know why my travel agent called it Coffee with Friends, because this is definitely not a Coffee with Friends trip. This is my birthday trip, okay? But this is my itinerary. You see how thick it is? And so Avia, as always, puts together an itinerary for us. So Debbie, I'm not sure if you saw the itinerary for Jamaica, but January 1st, we're in Jamaica, right? January 3rd, there is a family dinner at Drew Hall. Drew Hall is a villa resort. Okay. We are being picked up. If we want to go, Debbie, Fancy, I think it'll be a great experience, because it gives us the opportunity to see the villas in Drew Hall. And maybe next year or the year after or whatever, we can rent a villa, because a lot of times the villas they could have their own pools and stuff like that, right? So January 3rd, in the evening time, there's a family dinner in Drew Hall. Now, let me explain when I say family dinner. We're all 4 of us are going to celebrate my birthday, but Avia and her family are also arriving there January 3rd. Avia's birthday, I think, is the 8th of January, right? And so she's arriving in Jamaica on the 3rd. Avia is family to me. Gary, her brother, is my best friend from a male perspective. He is the gentleman that lives in Austin, Texas, that came to Houston to hang out with us, right? And so they are family members to me. So Avia and her 2 daughters are staying at the Bahia Principal. Her daughters are grown, right? I don't know if they're staying on the adult side or the grand side. It doesn't matter. They're staying at the same resort, though. Her uncle Andy is the one staying at Drew Hall Villas, okay? So he is hosting a family dinner, chef dinner. So a chef will be cooking and preparing. All we got to do is dress up and go. Okay. January 4th, she had us down for the Boujou Bonton concert, but we might skip that because, I don't want to overexert myself walking. Valerie looked it up, and based on the crowd and all of that, it's like a 4-mile walk to the venue, right? Once you get there, because of the traffic. I'm not trying to walk 4 miles on my vacation. January 5th, hello, happy birthday to me. I am scheduling a photo shoot on the glass kayak boat. But being that it's 4 of us there, and I'm the only one that wants to do the glass bottom boat photo shoot, I'm arranging a ride to pick us all up so that we can all go, because I want everybody there with me to experience the photo shoot, but not have to pay for the photo shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and do the photo shoot, but everybody's going to be there with me, like Debbie, Fancy, and Valerie. January 6th is Leisure Day, and then January 7th, we return back to where we live, right? And so all the travel documents in the itinerary is here. I love it. The other thing is, Valerie surprised me. That's how the angels came about. I know that's right. Valerie surprised me. You know, Valerie owns Looks to Envy. She is a stylist, okay? And so I that's how, when I met Valerie, she was in the process of launching her business, and she gave a launch party, and that's how I became. Hi, Valerie, I'm talking about you right now. That's how her and I became friends, right? I met her, and she threw a launch party for her brand Looks to Envy, and so she surprised me. Right now, I'm here getting my shit together. Okay, well, you woke up just in time. I'm here getting my shit together. Okay, for whatever. Okay, and for my trip. And this bitch said, I am styling you on your birthday. So I was like, hold up, what that mean? She said, I got your outfit. All you got to do is pack a thong. I was like, oh, thank God you told me, because I don't really pack underwear and shit on vacation. I really, really don't really focus on underwear. So I might have packed a couple of panties, but not necessarily thongs, because I'm going to be honest, I don't really wear thongs anymore because it hurt my ass. I don't know. They just do. But I'm going to wear a thong that night, or a cheeky panty, right? Or a cheeky black panty. I don't know what the dress looks like. So whatever it is, she says she is styling me. I just got to show up with my shoes and my thong. Okay. And so here I am. Right. And I got some accessories and stuff just in case, you know? And so thank you, Valerie, for surprising me with that on my birthday. And so the color for my birthday evening is black, right? Now, ladies, for my birthday photo shoot, I'm wearing white. And Valerie, I got a bathing suit with a lot of strings. I don't know how to tie it, so help me. When we get in the room, you're going to have to help me. Put the little things on my titties and figure out all the strings, okay? We got to figure it out. Okay. I'm wearing all white for my photo shoot on the kayak. Okay? Got it all planned out, bitches. I don't care. Thank you, Valerie. I don't care. I'm going to show all this body, every little bit of it. Okay? All the little, the dents and everything going to be out. Welcome to Jamaica. And so with that, y'all, you got the message today. I gave you the current event. Someone was on fire or whatever the fuck. You know, right, because during the day when I take my pictures, the reason why I need y'all all to be there is because I want to take a group picture at the site where I'm doing a photo shoot for my birthday, right? And so I want you guys, you know, I'm going to wear a white bathing suit. I don't know, but it would be cute if we had y'all had similar colors on, but you know, that's going to be kind of hard to coordinate with the bathing suits, but I'm going to have all white on. I'm just the fuck saying. All right. And so with that, y'all, I'm going to bid y'all a farewell because I got to go. I missed the whole 9:30 meeting and my boss is probably pinging me on the side. But I got to go, y'all. I got to go do my work. I got to run out and get my super a gift card for Christmas. I got to wrap some more gifts. You know, today is December 23rd. I'm very upset because when I had to go get my tooth pulled, it messed up my shopping schedule, and I ultimately had to order my grandson's gift. And originally they told me it was going to be here the 22nd, and then they pushed it to the 24th. So I'm praying to the gods that this gift arrives on the 24th before I have to get up and go to my son's house, okay, on Christmas Eve, because I will not go until that gift gets here. Fuck. All right. And so I'm going to send y'all out with some good vibes, but Brendula, listen, you know I'm here. If you want to talk, I don't care. Blow up my phone. If you feel in a moment and you want to reach out and talk to somebody, this is how we support each other. All right. You don't have to be in this by yourself. Okay. This is not just coffee with friends at 8 o'clock in the morning. I also am there if you need to talk or whatever. Now, sometimes I'm at my bandwidth and I can't deal with it, but you will know when I get to that point. All right. So if you need something, call a sister, all right? And I'll be there for you. Yes, have a great day, Sai. Glad to see you, all right? So I'm going to send y'all out with some positive vibes because you know what I say, even when you
feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. Never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to be bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. All right, keep your head up and use your support system. All right? Hey, hustle hard. Huh? What?
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I'm down through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Never see with the negativity.
But I just slide right by that. I don't deal with negative people. Huh? Yep. And I fucking don't. I'm hard-headed. But peace, y'all. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Hey.